Jamaica Labour Party, firm and strong. I pray to God to give me the energy we need to keep Jamaica and our people firm and strong. Stand up, Labour rights. Stand up for justice. Stand up for truth. Labour rights are proud of their party.
In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. Jamaica, no bother fuss, no bother fight. We did a for the labor right. No shaky boat because a woman will like. We did a for the labor right. The river come down green, it's so pretty and bright. We did a for the labor right. The way me love shower in a green, me baptized. We did a for the labor right. Right now me worry about visa, cause we up on the greatest leader. Me nah run way, go a foreign like triple X and but beef gravel leg out a freezer. Bout ya fit on green like Tracina. I will say no, we is freeze for the teachers. We have the prettiest women like Anne-Marie Vaz and sexy Venetia. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. Oh no, si Santa, my servant Santa. You know, St. James parameter. Our doctors in a fi use garbage bag. Yo, does you go like you no member? Now blessings that flow like river. Every bad prayer return to sender. Dr. Cole and Blair teach drop out from when PMP never buy them no denture. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory.
Good evening, Labour Roots, and good evening to all other comebacks watching this channel. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, none other than the greatest Labourite alive. Good evening, my people. Good evening. Now, Mark Golding is going around telling people that he's not being briefed, he's not in the known, and if we give him 50 million and all kind of bull deedy. So I am here to break it down for us this evening. This is a meeting that Mark Golding had with the Prime Minister and the Cabinet, with his shadow shadow ministers, just before the election, and they have been in the loop. They have been on phone calls. Mark Golding have been on tour, even with the Prime Minister, but they have not choose to video that part, Anyways, people, we're going to talk a little bit about that. We have some audio from Cliff Hughes. By the way, big up Mr. Vegas for the theme song. It is called Victory. You can find it on his Facebook. Now let's roll out the evening shoutouts, my people. I'm gonna get me some thumbs up. There's 71 of us. Please subscribe if you're here for the first time. And let's roll out the evening shoutouts. I'm gonna tell you now my hospital, but let me do your shoutout first. See? So Father that night, big up yourself. Good evening to my beautiful mother-in-law. Big up yourself, mommy. Mara, big up yourself. Political Lifestyle, big up yourself. Karine, big up yourself. Larry, big up. Jacqueline Chambers, big up yourself. Mr. Maserati, big up yourself, my boss. Eloni, big up yourself. Remember, Mr. Karine, big up yourself again, Karine, if I say already. Lana, big up yourself. Dahlia, big up yourself. Mary Puppets, big up yourself. Monica Tennant, good evening. Mama Winsome, good evening. What that Jive, big up yourself. Jesus Child, good evening, big up yourself. Celeste, big up yourself. Mrs. T, big up yourself. So before we get into the topic at hand, let me just tell you. So for persons who wasn't on the live this morning, last night while I was on the live, I don't know if you don't see me I go so my time. You see me I go so. No, I was sitting here and it felt like something was ripping through my back. But all the while my chest right here was hurting me as well. But I went to bed. After coming off the live, I went to bed and my chest was hurting all night. And I woke up with my left arm numb. Numb to the point where there's no feelings in it. So I got scared and I woke up this morning, took a cab to the hospital. As I went into the hospital and I explained to the nurse, the first thing they did was take my blood pressure. My blood pressure was really, really high, my people. So much so where the doctor actually said to me that they don't know how I was able to walk in the hospital with that level of blood pressure. See? However, I came on the live this morning, and as I ended the live, they dealt with me, my people. So they never keep me long waiting. They dealt with me right away. Even when I was going to the hospital, because it is the first time I've been to that hospital. Because I am new to this area where I live. I've only lived here now for a year. So I've never been to that hospital. When I was checking out the hospital review said it was a 2.8 star hospital. But I not tell you no lie, I get 5-star treatment there. Them deal with me good. I finished 3 drips, my people. They actually admitted me. They admit me. I finished 3 drips. I did ECG. I did a scan on the heart and on the lungs and the kidneys. All come back okay. There was few minor things that they said I need to work on, like my white blood count need to my white blood count low, them say. What else they say? There's some things I can't remember, my people. Anyway, then take out one heap of my blood. When I tell me I ask the nurse, if I sell it, I go sell my blood. I go want half my money, they take out so much of my blood, my people. I was weak one at a time. But my pressure came right down. I didn't even know that I had high blood pressure. I never feel no way, nothing at all, my people. See? So I will have to go back to do another scan to see if my arteries are blocked. So then I'll put my power on treadmill, make me run and and do that. But that is weeks away from now, my people. So we'll go back and I'm still having the pain and my hand is still numb. But they did extensive tests and they said that the heart is fine. They did a blood test to find out if I was having a heart attack. That came back clear as well. So I just believe that it is the stress from not knowing about my daughter the other day. So my body probably just respond to it now. You understand? So maybe that is what is happening. Right? So let's get into it, my people. Now, here we have Mark Golding and team sitting around a round table talking with the government. And Mark Golding is saying that I'm going to start lose some weight again. I get all my people, so I have to take care of myself, I start lose some. Well, I'm not fat, If true, me the close up and I take my fat, but me not fat. But me thick, me come from a big bone family, you see me I say? But me want to get slimmer, Shanice don't want me to get no slimmer than this guy. She afraid they criminal me from her, but nobody can criminal me. A joke. Anyway, my people. Mark Golding, is saying that he needs every MP in a Jamaica to get $50 million. And I want to know if you look just how reckless this guy is. should we had allow him to come through and run this country and this disaster happen. Mark Golding would have wasted our money, you know. Big up yourself, chosen general. Mark Golding would have wasted our money in this country, giving our 63 MP 50 million for do what? Eh? But anyway, let's get to the audio as per usual, and then we will break it down as it goes along, my people. Yeah, let me see how it. We'll listen to the clip first. Hold on.
I'm all right.
Yeah, I remember last week somebody called you and was suggesting to you that the Prime Minister should put measures in place to ensure that there's accountability and things so that the opposition won't have any talking points. And you see what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
But as a matter of fact, you know, the opposition leader never said 50 million. He said 50 million in the first instance.
He said in the first instance?
Yeah, I think that is what he said. You know?
No, I noticed he said he's throwing out a number.
You see that, Sir Cliff? And this is the man who people wanted to put in power.
Mm-hmm.
They waste the country's resources.
Yes.
This man is sick in his head, man. They're trying to give...
By the way, my company, I work for the last 10 years, they don't pay me for 1 day because chest pain and going to the hospital is not an emergency. That they tell me. So, 10 years, I give them out of my life. 10 years. And then say they don't pay me for 1 day because me having chest pain and going to the hospital is not an emergency. So, all of who live in Jamaica, and when you feel sick or if you feel like you don't go to work, you can get a sick note and you send in here, you get a pay, and I say work at England. My company, you allow for self-medicate for 7 days. That means you don't need no sick note for 7 days. But my company, for the first 3 days out of 7, they not pay $1 until the 4th day. See? So, 10 years of my life, I give them and then can't afford to pay me 1 day because I don't feel good. So, if you not live in Jamaica, you not live in a paradise. Remember what I tell you?
Political mileage out of this thing now, but it's backfiring.
They're not being thoughtful because the opposition leader does not have the latitude to say that he's throwing out a number. No. That's wrong. That's irresponsible. You can't. Opposition leaders, must be thoughtful, constructive, and rigorous. Yeah.
Exactly, but Mr. Hughes, when a journalist comes out with a question in a press briefing that the government response is incompetent at best, what is that telling you?
Oh, who said that?
That's what Dr. Miller said.
The government's response was?
Incompetent. It's incompetence at best.
When did she say that?
She said that in the press briefing, yes, last evening. Let them go back and play.
Oh.
So when she
and she gave a
basis.
She gave a basis for saying the government's response was incompetent.
Moderator Black Andy or Addy Wavy. Black. The same thing there for my life.
Because she says there are delays and people can't get there are lots of people in other areas than Black River and wider St. Elizabeth that are not yet reached and slowness of response. That's why listen back to the clip and you will.
She said that less than a week after a Category 5 system.
That is what she said.
So if you remember last night, now we pull up the party. Now listen to this. I can't believe it's Cliff no here and I must like Cliff at them.
And there are lots of people in other areas than Black River and wider St. Elizabeth that are not yet reached and slowness of response. That's why listen back to the clip and you will.
She said that less than a week after a Category 5 system.
That is what she said.
One man come. You know, if you go follow me over Facebook, you know, because regular they war me over there. I mean, you know, they there to defend me, you know. You need to go build Facebook and come follow me. But anyway, you see why a young man argue with me over there, say, me I disrespect a black Jamaican woman in a Diane Jackson Miller. Which part of Diane Jackson Miller is a black Jamaican woman? Diane Jackson Miller is a PNP. She's not a black Jamaican woman. She is a PNP. See? Let me say this to you. No time in the history of Jamaica where we had a hurricane. I mean, I talk about category 1, 2, 3, 4. And at no point in time we had one of the hurricane and light come back in a Jamaica, enough place, in a less than a week. Cell signal, even when it tower them mash up, the government sending the people them to come billy back. See? Never have we ever seen those things in the history of Jamaica. In less than 7 days, places was restored with cell signal and internet. See? And at no point in time before, none of we can point to that. This is the best government that we have ever had. In a less than 1 week, you know, aid was organized and started to distribute to the people. And these people was told the storm literally give we a week, you know. So you don't get to higher ground. See? I want to stack up on food. The storm I come for 1 week. I tell you, say, see me and me I come in and me I come big. I want to get at least a month of food. And nobody no take no heed. Nobody no listen. See? Granted that the storm was so devastating where you probably would have missed the food as well. Seeing the food would have gone, sail away in the wind, just like the house. Right? But a lot of persons weren't prepared, none at all. And that is what we are starting to realize. But aid is getting on the ground. In Savlamar, just this evening, 2 Chinook helicopter land and Reno sports complex in Savlamar. And I was told that DUJON'S Ian Hales was on the ball field with trucks and buses, taking up the food, putting in those to ferry away. And I was told this by reputable sources. See? Shanice was also a witness to it, my people. Shanice was there looking, because Shanice wanted to see one of the Chinook helicopter. I never say, look, I say, girl, you go get food. No, a helicopter I want to see. Eh? But anyway, you know, George Wright was there as well. I was told that Bishop something and that was there, and Miss Chin was there as well. But I was told that DUJON'S and the other PNP was taking up the stuff that came for the people to distribute to the people, was taking it up and put it in the back of vehicles to take away to bring to their surrogate. So that drop that was meant to be for the people that live in that vicinity, they came from where they came from to take it up and to bring it to where they want to bring it. See, so that is what they want to do with government resources. And this is why old Bucky Swamps is calling on the Prime Minister to release 50. Well, we get 50 million to give every MP in Jamaica. Eh? Well, we forget, you know, to say a storm and tourism sector lockdown. So we take up 50 million and give every MP. How we country are going to run? How we going to pay public sector? What going to happen? When you see some Mark Golden is a robber and jackass. Eh? Anyway, let's get into the next clip, my people. Oh, the one I'm done. We'll play out the one.
Comes out and say that you realize for yourself that they're making talking points for the opposition. I was so disappointed with her. But it's clear what her agenda is. The government should just press on. Make sure that the accountability framework is there, so that the opposition can't have any talking points about this. And the government must go on. The opposition not in power.
Wow.
That is my piece.
Well, I must tell you, I would have to...
Guys, there's 238 of us and we are stuck on 50 thumbs up. And you get me to 100 thumbs up now. Remember we asked for 100 thumbs up per live. See? So now just hit the 3 dots in the right hand corner of the screen, hit the thumbs up button, or double tap the phone screen. See? Like in the live, promotes the life, my people.
Respectfully disagree with my colleague, Dion. Yeah? I would have to respectfully disagree with her. Yes?
Well, just listen to the clip first before I'm very certain that is what you said. Incompetence.
No. We're not there so yet. Not 7 days, 6 days after an extraordinary Category 5 system sat.
So I never say DUJON'S and Ian Hales surrogates. We're there. We know say Ian Hales and we know say DUJON'S their parliament. We know that their surrogates was there ferrying the things into truck. Not George Wright. Like me tell you, say, may have multiple witness that was on there. I never then surrogates me say. Wanna tell me if I lie me at that.
And it is not,
sat on several parishes. And what?
She's not necessarily Category 5 because she's out of the realm.
Yes, she was beyond Category 5. Yeah. Wow. Anyway, to each his own. That's where we're going to leave it for this morning. We're going to make way now for the world at noon. We'll be back at...
All right, we'll move to the next one, my people. Right.
Full support, the full participation of all Jamaicans in this exercise.
Desmond McKenzie, the Minister of Local Government and Community Development. Yesterday, we heard from the opposition leader, Mark Golding, at a media briefing put on by the PNP. He called for a number of things, including for each member of parliament to be given $50 million to provide help to their constituencies.
For the major response to the housing and shelter needs of the people.
When you listen to this, because Mark Golding go to Parliament, go say something different, you know. That means that, I know, this he said yesterday, and what he said today. See? So when you listen to this, a good thing that we have video and recording nowadays. Because if this is the 1970 or 80, that good name with supper.
And even the food and water needs, the MPs cannot be the sole solution. We don't have the capacity to deal with housing needs on that scale. That needs a national reconstruction program with a proper governance structure attached to it and well-resourced. But certainly, if you were to give MPs even $50 million each, that would be something we would be able to make that money count for the people and the people who need it. I'm just throwing that out as a number.
How about going to make that money count for the people? The people are getting free food and the government soon move in and start rebuilding persons' homes. The government already said that. If you can't help yourself, help yourself. But the ones that can't help themselves, the government is going to rebuild them. I see they all put out say the government only going to help people who have tiger. No such thing. Government are going to help everybody. See? Anybody who can get help or get help. We spot Jamaica if we get 50 million for give Mark Golding and all of him 28 plus for 35. What we get it? We don't have Mark Golding. I cannot go in your pocket and give you them that.
But it's many, many multiples of the figures that are being discussed now. And you know, one has...
I remember just said this too. If the hurricane come and mash up Negril and mash up Montego Bay, that a tourism mash up. It mash up part of Clarendon, Manchester, and St. Elizabeth, that our food basket mash up. That means we're not going to make no money from them for right now. So what if we find 50 million to give everybody what Mark Golding has say? You know, say Mark Golding a rob and toy cap. I'm glad we didn't vote for him. I'm glad too. I'm better glad.
Bear in mind the resource capacity of the country as well. And the government is in the best position to assess what that is.
Well, I think what we heard there from Mr. Golding is rather worrying. Yeah, you can't just throw out a number. Yes? You're the alternative government. Yeah, you don't have the luxury to just throw out a number, Mr. Golding, as opposition leader. No, that's careless. That's irresponsible. You can't just throw out a number. For example, we know that Melissa did not impact in a serious way several scores of constituencies across the country. How are you going to justify giving MP Dwayne Vaz or MP Dayton Campbell from West...
By the way, guys, the lines are open tonight, so we can have a firm discussion. Anybody want to call in? The lines are open.
Westmoreland, or your own, all of whom are your own, Nikisha Birchall in South St. James, how are you going to give her the same as you would give Desmond McKenzie in West Kingston? Or in East Central St. Andrew, down the road from where we are?
So for persons who are just joining the live, you don't know we like to disseminate actual and factual information. This is a photo of Mark Golding round the round table with the government. Mark Golding said in his conference yesterday that the government is not talking to the opposition and the opposition is being locked out, and he sound like he need out to cry. I don't know what kind of leader he be because he's a weak jellyback man. See? Anyway, we continue.
When they did not suffer the damage Birchall, Campbell, Vaz suffered, Westmoreland or Green in St. Elizabeth, it doesn't make sense. And Mr. Golding needs to be more responsible. Yeah? It doesn't make sense. And when you're in opposition, I suppose you don't have the weight and the burden of making decisions that matter. You can just chat. So we heard from Mr. Golding yesterday, yes, that the government must also simplify the process of procurement to allow MPs to do the work necessary to help their constituents. And at the same time, he's asking for a national system of accountability and transparency. Can you imagine giving MPs $50 million? Do they have the capacity to account for $50 million in a moment?
One, Zulika just got to take the whole 50 million, give mother love. See? And you want to go South St. James, probably go share up with popcorn and our friend them. Because none of them know what them are doing. See? Next thing you know hear, so one piece of corruption and government money missing and way money giver and that it do. The way how the government is governing, it is the right way, and the PNP is in opposition. They cannot lead from the sideline. They must step aside and allow the government to lead. And if they insist to be in the way of the government must use emergency powers and lock them up. I am in agreement with that.
Like this. At the same time, we hear from the Integrity Commission saying that, listen, we're watching you, which is good. The Integrity Commission, that is what they're to do, to watch. But then the mixed messages, because somebody just wants to be politically expedient. Politically expedient. Now is not the time for that, Mr. Golding. Listen to what he said about simplifying the process of procurement to allow MPs to spend, according to him, $50 million each.
Until that allocation is made, members of parliament are unable to respond to the needs of the people unless they happen to have some.
So let me say this down. Let me just say this down. When a government declare a national disaster, that disaster must be managed by not only the government but the local authority of which that disaster zone is in, right? In this case, the PNP in Westmoreland is in charge of Westmoreland, right? So that would mean that the PNP also have a say in what is going on in the disaster that is happening now. Seeing all of the aid, all of everything we distribute, they are to manage it, right? So how is it that Mark Golding is saying that the opposition is left out? And if you don't believe me, you can Google it. Just put in a Google, who is responsible in a disaster in a country. Just type in that in a Google and see what it is. It's going to tell us the government and the local authority. See? In this case, in Westmoreland, the PNP is the local authority. And they are involved. Desmond McKenzie told on occasion that he has hosted meeting with all mayors across the island. He never said just JLP mayors, all mayors across the island, PNP and JLP. Your locality is responsible for anything that happens in that locality. And in this case, the disaster that is declared in Westmoreland, the PNP is to manage that. So how is it that here is Mark Golding, opposition leader, saying that the government is locking out them because he wants a bigger role, he wants them to give him some kind of responsibility? Who him? How come from? You don't know him? Eh? Anyway, we'll continue to listen to Cliff Hughes.
They happen to have.
And by the way, I was preparing to do this show in the hospital, so were I to stay admitted, then probably would have to show me what come would have make nice in the hospital, you know.
Have some personal resources or access to dealing with it outside of the public system, and many do not have that. I would also say that the process of engaging contractors to do that kind of work should be simplified and made easy for members of parliament, especially in those areas where there's very limited connectivity and where following the normal bureaucratic processes that are required would be very challenging or impossible for members of parliament. If contractors have a TRN, whatever the allocation is, there should be invoices, and those invoices can be submitted, but the work should be able to begin.
All of them things they do already, so I'm not going to talk about my people. Honestly, I'm not. Anyway, we continue to listen.
But you are prepared to give them more than $3 billion, the 63 members of parliament. $3 billion. Yeah? No, sir. Doesn't make sense. Careless, irresponsible.
Workless.
Time for the break. After the break, Westmoreland. We have been taking you across the island. Yes? St. Elizabeth, we started. Westmoreland, Trelawney, St. James, St. Anne. We have a special report for you from Shalois Michael out of Westmoreland after the break. And they're trying to salvage.
So, I say a comment, we say politics should not ever play in this dramatic devastation. Everyone should be working together for the good of the people. You know, say, Faith, Henry, I don't really have the time for debate with people who say them things. Why? All I know, see I know, say government are doing the right thing and not do the right thing by the people. And all I know, see I know, say Mark Golding is the one that has been and is still the hindrance in our country, and he is the one who is doing it. But because you can't blame him and tell him say him a cause you come and talk about politics should not play a part. Politics is in every part of your life. The very fact that there's a God and a Satan, that is politics. If you say blue, or you say green, or you say red, or you say blue, that is politics. If you are a Seventh-day Adventist and I am a Catholic, that is politics. As a matter of fact, you have some Christians where them not gel none at all. Them feel say for them version of Christianity, I write one. That is politics. The very fact that you're a female and I am a male, that plays part in politics. Politics is in every part of your life. The opposition leader should have came to the fore and said, I am here, standing shoulder to shoulder with the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister not have to do nothing with him. The Prime Minister is the Prime Minister. He has won. He is leading the country. The opposition do not get a say in anything. So when Mark Golding come about, I have made these suggestions. What kind of suggestions am I make? I'll be heading to the gym so early next year. I suggest Mark Golding join me. I am making a suggestion. I'm in a big like him. See? So, we'll continue to listen to Cliff Hughes, my people.
And they're trying to salvage whatever they have left. Shalois Michael visited the parish on Sunday and filed this report.
The destruction caused by Hurricane Melissa is...
No funds must be dispersed to any person. Nobody at all not forget no funds. Anything where government do, food aid, and one time the government coming back, do not buy no material and give anybody. Government should send in agencies in there, or them start to collect a list of carpenters and masons. And when the time is right, we send in proper people in the go build back a house them. Nobody not forget not even $1. And at that me say, anybody don't like it, can ambuscade the premises.
Widespread across Westmoreland, but so too the people's strength and solidarity. The journey there, through the neighboring St. Elizabeth, laid bare the battered landscape that told of the struggles still to come. Miles and miles of landslides, fallen trees, flooded streets, toppled utility poles, and roofless buildings. It made travel slow and difficult. Even emergency vehicles fell victim to the hours-long gridlock. At the parish border, a gleam of hope emerged as residents sold fish from broken stalls, trying to get off their hands what had been frozen before the power went out. One vendor who lost 2 houses says it's the community's strength that keeps him going.
We just sit down and watch the 2 hosts stop them gone, because we rent to one of them, give one of my friend them. That the one they gone, it lean up on my other house on the back. And then the front house now, my grandmother in there. Somebody are fret on there with them and say, alright, let's see what can go on. I say, this is not nothing now, man. They come like, this is a tornado. No house in my community is safe unless it's concrete. Everybody. As you can see, it was here, but it's not here anymore. Stall them, the pretty and everything. Right now, we just have to take a little time and move out. Everybody have just...
I'm just telling you, if Mark Golding continue to be a hindrance to the government and continue to be what you call it, a treasonous bastard, we must lock him up and lock up your opposition, lock up the whole of them. That me say.
Back and unite. No, and just to help each other. All to me just happy say, my family good, all of my friends them good. Me have life, that's the main thing.
Deeper into parish, the destruction stared you in the face at every turn. Trees once green and luscious bowed in defeat. Homes, once places of warmth, lay empty, while families scrambled to salvage what they could from the wreckage. The despair was palpable in White House. Residents from all over the parish descended on the community center to get food, water, toiletries, and clothes. They had walked long distances across hilly terrain to get there. For some, it was their first relief package since the hurricane hit. Member of Parliament for Eastern Westmoreland, Dr. Dayton Campbell, had come to their aid. But even before he arrived, the people's strength and solidarity shone through. They had been taking matters into their own hands, helping each other to pick up the pieces. Some covered caved-in roofs with tarpaulin. Others journeyed to nearby rivers, relying on natural resources as the taps remained dry. One man, who had also suffered loss, opened his home to 2 other families.
Part of my house, a zinc and slab. So it zinc migrate, as you would know. And yet, me have to take in other families. Because right now, me and my wife and my daughter and my granddaughter, and me taking 2 other family of 4. So in our family bedroom, me have an next family of 4 in it. And in my daughter room, there's another family of 4 in it. Behind me, me have a brother, his house gone. And another brother, his roof gone. A sister, her house gone completely. 2 nieces, their house gone. 3 nieces, their house gone complete. And another niece, her just the roof gone. But And my plot of land alone, we lose about 9 houses.
9 houses?
9 houses.
It took 2 hours to get to the parish capital, Savannah Lamar. There too, the devastation was vivid.
Don't mash up, Jed.
The once bustling streets.
I'll make KFC mash up them at the Billy back.
That report from Shalawi Smichael.
I mean, Shadi's KFC mash up. They met a Billy back.
And her team. Well. In Westmoreland this morning, a team of more than...
Good evening to my beautiful wife. You're late, you know. I'm going to bite out the neck ching.
300 police personnel from across the JCF's formations is heading there to undertake what they're calling cleanup, repair and relief work at police stations across Westmoreland. The team is being led by the police chief constable, Commissioner Kevin Blake himself. The priority will be the Westmoreland Divisional Headquarters and the Savannah Lamar Police Station. They'll also be doing work at police stations in White House, Bethel Town, and Darlington. And you know, White House, Bethel Town, and Darlington have been destroyed. Yes. Because Melissa cut a path across those rural towns in Westmoreland. Eastern Westmoreland has been badly devastated. Of course, the JCF says their goal is to restore basic operational functionality at these facilities and provide welfare and support to affected personnel and residents. Yeah, a similar team was deployed to St. Elizabeth on Sunday.
You know, say a lot of my audience are elderly, so maybe they don't know how to do the thumbs up. So, elderly people, if you're listening to me, just touch the phone screen like that 2 times, pam pam, and give this screen a thumbs up. That is how you do the thumbs up. See? Pam pam 2 times. Or if you're looking at the right hand corner of the screen, you see 1 3 dot something, just click on it and then touch it, thumbs up button. You're gonna see it, touch it, and then get me to 100 thumbs up. See? Big up yourself, Siva. And Keishan, good evening.
With a priority being the Black River Police Station. A small contingent has also been dispatched to St. James. That's where we're going to leave it for this morning. Yeah? Several other things to talk about. Yeah.
So, at no point in history, my people, have we ever seen, Kenny, big up yourself. Have we ever seen a government respond this fast? And at no point in the history of Jamaica have we ever seen the world coming to our aid like this. The entire world. After Gilbert, the United States and several others came to the aid of Edward Seaga. See? But in today's Jamaica, we have a prime minister that is world respected. He's respected on the world stage. I see one look ugly one named Ethan, when I call Nyamtan. I say how the prime minister put in face on the relief effort website. The prime minister is the face of Jamaica. My prime minister not gonna put no suffering children who look malnourished on him, put in face. See? We not portray that the image there as Jamaicans anymore. Where we have flyer take Pitney and Pitney rib cage a show and then back a show. We're not doing that anymore. Hold on, may I get a call? Wanna hear me? Wanna hear me, my people? Wanna tell me if you hear me quick and fast? Me see if the signal come back. Alright. Up. So, Owen say no. Anybody now hear me go come out the app and go back in. See? But most people are hear me. Anyway. I'm because I come from Florida to see what happened with me. But anyway. Back a tear off my people that me. But anyway, my people. I forgot what I did tell you. I forgot what I tell you. Somebody remind me what did I say a while ago. Me all, you know. When I have to see with me sometime. You know. And yes, I that him do your skin right. Cause guess what? Let me tell you what really happened now. Mark Golding them use out all of the money out of the municipal corporation them. See? And fight the election. I don't know what happened. It's when all of this secret down and all the people then start left and the aid can't come forever, you know. It can't come forever. So at some point in time the municipal corporation they have to go pick up his slack. And when that time comes for them pick up his slack, guess what happened? We're going to realize that the municipal corporation they must supposed to lead the efforts in their locality. They can't go do it because they don't have dollar. Oh, I was saying that Andrew Holness is the face of Jamaica. He's recognized around the world. When you see the welcome when man get when he go to India over there, like a president. Eh? Andrew Holness is world renowned, and when I portray the image there where we have Pitney with them gut bigger than their head, or their head bigger than their whole body and fly attack them. We're not portraying that. We are no longer a nation of beggars. We are a building proud nation. Yes, we need little help now, but we are going to be in a situation in the future where we are going to be the ones that is going to the aid of other persons. See we're going to the aid of Haiti there. And we will be able to do it on a larger scale time to come. And thank God that only 7 parish get hurt. I know what and see. Me I tell you, you know, 12 months me I get Andrew Holness to build back Jamaica we mash up. 12 months me I give him. I remember I'm telling you, 12 months from now, God spare life. All will be well. We're going to see some new something are coming and some new type of building and new type of road. You know what you see? I have all faith in my Prime Minister. After I take with you COVID, see, and I take with you Mark Golding, then I take with you Beryl, and now he might take with you this 4 natural disaster. No one of them kind of natural. The one there is a mutant. One of them a mutant. So we had COVID disaster. Then we had Mark Golding. Then we had Beryl. And now we have Melissa. See? All of them are natural disaster. Big up in a Gene and big up to the people of Chilani. I love you too. Big up my General Mikey that keeps Nyam Yam Jam in South Chilani. Big up Trace as well. Cadet, big up yourself up there in South Chilani. UN.
Yeah, greetings, brother. Oh, go on, everybody good?
Yeah, man, all is well, man. All is well. I know we have life, you know.
Yeah, man, give thanks. You know, I look at me and say, boy, this is the most hard working Prime Minister me ever see in a Jamaica. And me know a lot of people are beat him hard and are cuss him hard. And now the opposition are beat him hard. But they don't know how hard this thing is to run this country at a time like this.
They couldn't know. Because here, every time when hard time take a country, them make it even worse.
Yeah, me see it. And I mean, I say, him not to give up what am I doing for just wall straight, wall it and go on and build. We know say a lot of Jamaican displaced totally. Them have to just wait until he get to them. And some people them are cut off. Them just have to wait and start put down the country and put down the Prime Minister. Me see it on YouTube, me see it on TikTok how some people are beat the man hard.
But
who else could I do? Who else could I do what am I do now?
Yeah, that drop, you know. Even people in maroon, them are bringing helicopter and drop things by parachute. See? But the people they not share the thing, my G. They not people they grab it. One people Shanice tell me says one lady today in a Savlamar take up 6 parcels. I see him thinking of them what she do with 6. Government already say them all come every week. Then give you enough for last of a week. You want 3 pitney. Then or you want 2 pitney. And then give for last for a week. So them all come every week and give up till the disaster is no more.
Yeah,
see?
Because you're right, because you know what I say, a man, them show a man open my igloo, big igloo, and say, boy, he never get so much food yet. Make the hurricane go on. Make the hurricane, make the breeze continue blow. For sure, say, man, say, he never get so much food in his life.
So,
and he might get more, and he might get more.
He
never know.
He can get food. You'd rather Jamaica mash up so he can get food. And that he must say.
See, and yeah, Jamaica, he must say, make a breeze blow, make more breeze blow, and that he must say. So he can get more food. But you know, if you have to say it because he might get enough already. But you know, all the mindset of some people stay. But you know, and the next thing is why we have to give God thanks and send out condolences to all the people who lose everything and lose some of them who lose them loved one. And it really heart-rending. And it's just a time now where we as Jamaicans have to work together and build Jamaica. And work with this Prime Minister. And stop take social media and beat down the Prime Minister or him wicked or him thief or what the wickedest man this ever upon 2 foot in a Jamaica. All them something they may hear, you know. These people with so negative, they don't mean for Jamaica when they hear them attack.
You know.
A bill with a bill.
I forgot to send over a video to the phone so I couldn't listen to it. But me hear one gentleman today. I disrespect the Prime Minister and I most way and I said then if you bust out the Prime Minister head, you say one time you hear there something there, brother. And when the jail safe hear there something there, they must take it as a credible threat. I go play a man in me couldn't hear. And people like them
but you know,
get rid of them.
But you know, my brother, I think Andrew take them things too lightly because you say if I in America, they would have get checked already.
FBI would have moved in part from them said they won't bust president head. They move in right away.
But that is a threat. That is a threat. And Jamaican people must stop and we must stop do them thing there. And we see let me tell you, we see all the PNP party, or this man I was saying, him the leader of the PNP party. We listen to him talk. He don't have nothing good to say. He don't have nothing good to say about the Prime Minister. And if he wants so much money to get us so much MP, the man want to bankrupt the country. You think he don't know? This man I used to run in investment company. He know them no figure. Me come from South Chilani. And I mean, most of all the vegetation gone. A couple of people lose them house and all them things. But we are going to rebuild. We are going to rebuild, brother. Some people start knock up back some things. For some people have some shelter until when aid reach them. But we just have to go on because we have road cut off between Manchester and Trelawney road cut off. But things are going to reach them. It's just that the people have to just humble themselves and wait. And my brother, we have to rebuild the country. No matter what way, we have to help, we have to do. If we don't have money, give up with time. Who have money, who have food, give the less fortunate. Because some people just displaced right across the board. And we know people. So, you know, when we notice again, the next day after the storm, people start ball out them hungry and then they have nowhere to live and them start blame the Prime Minister the following day, no, my brother. The following day. How could that happen? Some people never prepare. That is a thing. They never prepare to, but it is what it is now. So when the Prime Minister touch, he's going to touch everybody. Whether they are PNP or Labour right, you know, you might come out and attack just for Labour right alone. You might attack everybody. We're happy with the world, with everybody who come across and come to Jamaica and doing it and give up them time every other country. We have to give thanks to. I know it's about the world love Jamaica. And Jamaica is a well-beloved country. Make we keep it like that, Jamaican. Make we rebuild Jamaica and show the world that we are strong. We are resilient. We are not a country of beggars, as I said. But we are going to rebuild and rebuild. And, shout out to the Jamaican taxi man and bus man, them say, they stop overcharge the people, them. Stop overcharge the people, them. Especially in Kingston, and from Kingston to Portmore and all these places. Shout it out so them can hear and stop this foolishness and stop oppress own people, brother. Big up to all Jamaicans on the line. We could keep praying for brother and sister and rebuild Jamaica. Bless them, my brother.
So here
and make sure you're back, all right?
Hear this before,
yeah.
Hear this before you go. So, last week, sometime before the hurricane, the Prime Minister did give out some honors. See?
Yeah.
There was a gentleman by the name of Garol from Savlamar who is my niece's uncle. So here one of my niece. So this a Garol looker brother now. Listen, here when just message on my Facebook say, dude, find something positive to do with your platform. We got real people need attention in Savlamar. So I just tell him say, bad man, me I beg you something. Who the fuck you a deal with? And I write up on my mother, I send him. You don't believe me? And his mother has somebody
yeah, keep it clean, man. Don't bow to them standard, man. Don't go down to them level.
All right, my boss. Big up yourself. Me take the call.
Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, man.
Monica.
Hello, good night, Dujon. How are you doing?
Good night, Monica.
Hope you're feeling much better and you need to take care of yourself, get off the salt and the sugar at times.
Yeah, man. Me do all what me can do, you know. Me do all what me
yeah,
can
man,
do.
and try to take some rest as well. Rest is good.
I probably not get a lot of that as of lately, but, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to get a little more rest. My take tonight is I have seen a hurricane from I was 5 years old in 1944.
5-year-old in 1944?
Yes, you know, so I'm in 86 and counting.
So
and
talk to me about the
gathered,
hurricane. How did stay the first one we see?
That was in St. Mary. And I think it affected St. Mary and St. Catherine and I think Kingston as well. But Kingston didn't get it that bad.
Okay.
But St. Mary got it very bad and I was 5 years old and I remembered it like yesterday. Every fruit tree, all the fruit trees were in bearing and every fruit tree, grapefruit, mango, orange, coconut. When we went to river, coconut tree across the river and all the fruits were in the tree, in the river. It was really devastating. I've never forget that. And what I know when a hurricane is threatened, you need to batten down. I don't see where anybody did any battening, Dujon. Me not see none of the houses with a piece of board nailed across it.
A very few people did that, but it would have been futile anyway because we never experienced a Category 5 hurricane yet. So nobody knew how the structures would have held up anyway. And we see even crumble concrete building as well. So, you know, I guess board wouldn't hold up anyway. You know, some did, but
I know the board don't hold up, but in all my watching, you know, there's one window I see a little piece of board across, was nailed across. I don't think the people were prepared. They figure more or less the hurricane wasn't coming. They were not prepared, and they need to blame themselves. And they got warning. The hurricane was out there about 3 days, don't it?
Yeah.
Trying to make up its mind.
Yeah, man, you're out there for a long time.
About 3 days. And I was saying to myself, you know, so God is giving us a warning. And so me said to myself, you know.
Of course, you need to give you a warning and tell them to prepare.
Exactly. And the government warned the people. They were just not prepared. They were just not prepared. And the other thing, which amazes me, I have never been to a shelter. I am so lucky that wherever I ever lived, even as a child, because I've experienced 1951 as well. 1951 as a young girl. That one damaged Kingston badly.
Them the time that my father no born yet, you know. My father born
And they say
1955.
in 1951 they didn't get back, light for quite a few months. You know? But I think the people did not think it was coming. Nobody do not button in. Because if you button down, you know, you're under to leave the door that you're going back and in and out of.
Yes.
And I think why a lot of the roofs gone so, because the breeze go inside, you know, and lift the roof, you know.
Exactly.
While if they were buttoned down, I think quite a few more houses would be saved.
That's true, man. If they need button down, them.
Yeah, nobody.
Where you located now? UK?
Probably some of them didn't want to burn a hole in them beautiful houses.
Where are you now,
you know?
Monica? Are you in the UK?
No, man. I'm in St. Catherine,
Oh,
Jamaica.
St. Catherine. Okay, cool.
I'm in with this lady here in the Bogwalk area near the gorge. I'm near the gorge.
Okay, I see the gorge did flood out, so you did all right your side.
Yeah, man. I'm all right. I'm kind of under a hill, you know.
Okay.
And I have rain very often. I've rain yesterday and I have rain this evening. And I have been having rain about a month before the hurricane.
So Natalie Nita Garvey are your MP?
Natalie Nita Garvey, yes. I'm in her constituency.
Okay.
And I always experience a lot of thunder and lightning. And I have experienced a lot before the hurricane. A lot of thunder and lightning before the hurricane.
Shani's afraid of thunder.
Then again, the other thing I mean to say, people are going to the shelter. I have never experienced going to the shelter. You grab some clothes, you grab some food, because normally people stock up with food when they hear hurricane coming. Grab some food. I hear they say children sleeping on the floor. You mean to tell me you're a mother, you know, walk with 2 sheets or 1 blanket? Eh?
Exactly.
Don't you think that is irresponsible?
You know, when I realize, Mama, Monica, you know, I realize the Jamaican people, the more independent they should be, it's like it's the more they are reliant upon government. And that me realize that happen. Nobody now try to take responsibility for themselves and for their action.
And they're going to blame government for it, because I was watching the parliament. I was somewhere, I heard not very long ago, I think it was in parliament, or it was on Cliff Hughes, program, I don't remember, that some woman had a stroke, sleeping on the concrete. Who is she going to blame? Government, you're blaming her. I mean, you're a grown person, especially a woman. You grab a sheet, you grab a blanket. You grab one pillow, you call a taxi to take you to the shelter, because you know the shelter is not prepared. You don't have any knife and fork and spoon and dining table there, you know. Nor a bed there, you know.
Exactly.
And you're going to travel with children. And you don't know that you have to carry a blanket, a sheet, a pillow, some food, and maybe even clothes for 3 days.
I even hear of cases, you know, Mama, Monica, I even hear of cases nowadays where females are turning up to give birth and have nothing, absolutely not even a bag in a pack. You know? In Jamaica.
I heard you.
We never used to have them something there go on.
That is irresponsible. People are saying they don't have any medication. So if you were at home, what would happen? You carry your medication, you're told to prepare that and put that in a polythene bag. Huh? Everybody know that you're going to shelter. It's a schoolroom, you know.
One thing I can
it's not a dwelling home.
One thing I can tell Mama Monica is that, you know, they have given ample warning, the government gave ample warning. I heard them doing press conference, have a press conference, warning the people, please go to higher ground, go to the shelters, you know.
And people go to the shelter and they go with them too long on.
So tell me something, Mama Monica.
And one day,
we are going to stray a little bit from the argument, but I just want some knowledge from in our past. When you was a young girl, going to school, were you one of the students that used to have class under the mango tree or under the cotton tree, or did you experience that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, we had a lot of classes outside. Although we had a good schoolroom. My schoolroom was made of board. My mother went to that school.
Okay.
And it was board. Okay. And we had classes occasionally outside. All the time.
Okay.
All the time. We had classes outside.
So you would have experienced Bustamante build out of certain schools in Jamaica then?
I didn't get that.
So you would have experienced the build out of certain schools that Bustamante did back in the time, like certain high school and primary school that he built in that time. Or by that time you did finish school already?
You know, I don't remember any school that Bustamante built, or is your program. I've been listening and I heard the schools that they built.
So
that was built by Bustamante.
Busta was built
because
Busta built the schools in the 60s.
I never really watched politics like that until recently.
Yeah, so the schools was built just before independence, while he was premier, and then some was built by the education minister at the time after. I believe 88 was built before, and then another 120 was built after. But you would have been a big girl by then, probably old school. You know?
Yeah, man, I wouldn't be able to tell you about that, but the schools that I went to were church school. Those were church school in those days.
Yes.
In my district, it was the Anglican church, you know?
Okay. Yeah, we used to have a lot of church. We used to have a lot of schools that was affiliated to the church, you know, and we've had, you know, a whole heap of abuse that went unpunished. That happened in those church schools, you know. But not only here in Jamaica, but all over the Caribbean. You know, and they went unpunished. But you know, a history.
Well, I didn't really know of any.
Yeah, man.
Because in my days, I was saying people were more mannerly.
Yeah.
People were more obedient.
Yes.
It is so much different from now. But the school in my community was a church school. My mother went to that school, so you know how old that school was.
That school was, yeah.
But I didn't experience any abuse. I didn't know of any. I didn't hear of any.
Yeah, man,
children, we got beaten just like we used to get beaten at school. Not like what is happening today.
I don't talk about beating, I talk about carnal abuse and them little things that used to happen.
No, I never knew of that because I was sensible enough to know that, and I never knew of that. I never know of that happening in my school because I can remember at 3 years old when I went to basic school. My memory is that sharp. So I can remember at 3 years old when I went to basic school.
You know,
and I remember the first day I went to primary school.
I can remember when I was 3 years old, you know.
Yeah, man. My teacher was Miss Eunice Slater, and I had to go over hills and valley to a place near Belfield Line, you know. And that is when I was 3 years old, and me used to cry a lot. I don't know why I used to cry, probably because I had to walk so far over hill and through track and thing. But I forget that.
I mean, I have such a vivid memory, but sometimes some things will come back to me and then me remember, say, yeah, you know, but I mean, I have like a clear memory and I say, that is something distinct.
Okay.
You know? But I remember from me a 5 onwards. Yeah.
Yeah, man, my memory is that sharp. And I remember my first year when I went to primary school. But that abuse never used to happen. No. My childhood days.
Not in your days.
Not even when I went to high school. Not even when I went to high school. I didn't know of it. You know. My days were so different. I had childhood days.
So tell me something, Mama Monica. You get Liad up your side or you alright? Shop open and everything.
You mean where I am?
Yes, I get Liad there or alright. I don't need nothing.
Well, I have to. In my community, it's good, you know. Nothing happened in my community.
Okay.
Nothing happened in my community. Everything is good.
Okay.
And surrounding too, I have not heard of any disaster.
Okay. Well,
Spanish Town is my shopping area, and I went to Spanish Town only yesterday. And things are fairly good.
okay. Well,
So I am blessed.
Brown.
The Lord has been good to me, and I'm happy for that.
Good,
and I
good.
keep praying for all those who are impacted. And a lot of them is to be blamed,
So you get back light
because...
yet?
Huh?
You get back current?
I didn't lose current. I didn't lose Wi-Fi. I didn't lose anything.
Okay. Good. See?
I didn't lose anything.
And
I'm good.
JPS put that on Facebook and I see a whole heap of people saying that JPS is lying. A whole island is dark and rated. So I'm glad you said that.
No, man.
May I cut out the part of the video post over there later. You know?
And I'm in phase 1 of my community, and my son is in phase 2, and he didn't. I don't want to tell you where we are, but I told him constituency, and
yeah, man,
he
fine.
didn't have any problem either.
Yeah.
We were good.
That's good.
We were good.
Look how far Jamaica has come. Normally when hurricane come, my whole island dark. Everywhere shut down.
And the only time I experienced a little wind was after the high winds, after the high pass. Before that, I wasn't experiencing any breeze at all.
Okay.
Although my son said he had breeze in phase 2, but I didn't have any breeze until after the high pass.
Okay. That is good. That is good. Well, we are going to recover, we are going to recover better. We are going to recover strong.
Yeah, man. We praying for everybody. And I hope a lot of people have learned their lessons. We need to learn to be prepared. We need to grow up.
We are going to see
and
next year.
I think there are more dead bodies. There
There will definitely will be. I believe so. Well, I am hoping it is
because
not on a large scale.
Some is under the water. I think so. And again, you know what? The river that bursts its banks. I'm not familiar with. Is it in Montego Bay?
Yes, it is in, I believe, Catching Hall. Yeah.
And river changes course at all times. At all times, river changes course every now and again. And people, they were warned about the volume of water that would come,
Yes,
something like 40 inches or 40 feet or something like that.
38 feet.
Right. And that is a lot of water. And if you're living near a river, you try to vacate. You don't stay there. Well, and to know that a storm coming.
I am saying that when the water recedes there, we'll find bodies in homes because people probably was in there sleeping and time. It's too late for them to go anywhere. There is a case where I saw a man on the upstairs of his house and the house was almost submerged. Can you believe it?
This is what I mean. And that is what Mr. Mackenzie keeps telling them, that you can't, risk other person's life to come and rescue you at a certain point when you were warned to leave. Life is important,
Very.
Life is important. But some people plan to hold on to what they have and probably decide to go with it. Simple as that.
Well,
you know what I'm trying to figure out? Some of the men that were left on the fishing quays, did everybody evacuate? Because I think some of them said they were moving.
Not everybody evacuate, because I saw a man came and he said he told several of them to come on, and they said they not come, they must stay. So probably when all of the dust is settled, we will find out, because this storm was... And
it was not Portland P, it was the other P. So I'm wondering what happened to them, because nobody hear anything from them.
Well, we will see when the dust settle. Them have a saying,
yeah, because quite a few men were there. They said they were not leaving. And I was even saying to myself, so what is so important why they don't want to leave?
There's a saying that says that if you can't hear, you will feel,
I sat here before, Ivan, before the storm came, and I was looking. I was on social media. I was on YouTube. And I saw a wave in Portland, East Portland. And you know the dropping center that is in East Portland and that
And Marie
Mrs. Vaz
Vaz.
constituency.
Yeah. I don't know the center, but
I saw
heard
a
of it.
weird that went higher than that. Higher than all the houses in East Portland. And the storm didn't come back. It was before the storm came. The sea was that rough and it was carrying a lot of trees with it. So you can imagine after the high pass what happened. And look at all the stone, the sea stone in the houses.
I don't believe.
Can you imagine?
I don't believe, Mama Monica, that there is one green leaf that is left in Westmoreland. There's not one green leaf that were left down there. Everything brown. That is how devastating the storm was.
Yes.
You know?
But we just have to keep praying for all those who were impacted.
Yeah.
And what they should be doing is thanking God for their life. Stop playing politics. Try to help each other. Now sit down and wait and help. Try to help each other as long as you have life and health and strength. Try to help each other.
I believe that majority of persons are helping each other in a majority, but we just have a loud minority of people who is very ungrateful and they see what the government is doing. At no point in time have any country experience a hurricane and bounce back in a 6 week. It impossible. So how then expect if we do it in a 6 day? Eh?
Exactly. I was on YouTube, and it was in Trelawney where some bloggers were touring the houses that were affected. And I don't remember which community they said they were in Trelawney. And this man sat, and it was the morning after the storm, Wednesday morning. And the man sat out the side and said, me two house stop gone and me car mash up. And the money me sit down out there wait for him. Me couldn't believe it. If so the money sit down out there wait for him. Where the money there when the money come. Can you imagine? And that was Wednesday morning. Can you imagine?
I tell her.
Anyway, take care of yourself. You know, I just wanted to really express that I don't think people were prepared and they didn't batten. If the houses were battened down, all the nag houses, concrete houses, a lot of people would be saved. But when the wind just go right in and just rent everything, and people going to shelter, they need to prepare themselves and not sit down now with government not going to carry a sheet and a blanket come give you the day after hurricane. We are responsible people, man. You grab a blanket, you grab a sheet, you grab a pillow, you have children. Prepare yourself for disaster. You grab one tissue, you grab your medication. Grab some food because you must have food. You know you must have food.
You never see the
days. You know what's annoying me? How many days them not eat?
You never see the clip
how many days them not eat? Why?
You never see the clip with the lady in a shelter say she come and shelter no food no did.
Exactly. You should not be saying that. You should have food with you. You should have food with you. Some tea bag, sugar, a bread. If you use butter, you carry butter. You carry one in a can beef or one in a sardine. Crackers, tough crackers is very good in times like these. You walk with something, you know what is coming. Mercy, whether it was category 5 or category 3. And you know you would be impacted. You walk with some food, man.
Exactly.
Anyway, it was nice talking to you.
All right, Mama Monica, you're welcome anytime. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man, and you take care of yourself because the pressure is not good. You could have gotten a stroke.
Yeah, man.
Try to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables.
You know, some eat a lot of fruits. But a good Lord have a purpose for me, you know. I will have time if I go and
I think most of all you need rest. I think rest is the problem. You're not resting enough.
Yeah, man, I kind of work. Me is a workaholic, you know. I kind of work hard, so I have to go cut down against me.
Because you were worried about your daughter. Yes. That helped to bring up the pressure.
Yes. Alright.
So you take care of yourself, and before you travel, go to the doctor and get permission to travel. Okay?
Yeah, man. Will do.
So you take care of yourself.
Alright, Mama Monica, big up.
Yeah, ma'am. Until we speak. Bye.
Alright. Big old nigga them pushing me and stuff people it at me. Suck out the whole of my blood. Right now, I don't no blood left. David how me a function and thief my blood. See me? Cause you don't know say me a Superman already. And I'm gonna try to thief out my blood. And something. And Mary Puppets, if you're still here, big up yourself. I saw your message. All of the persons that have been messaging me to ask how I'm doing. Big up on yourself. Much love, much respect for reaching out and checking on the I&I. But I&I is okay. See, at first somebody don't know we're going to hospital with such a high blood pressure and come out in a one day. Nobody else will do it. You see what I say? Anyhow, no say no nobody else will do it. I lie not tell. Me first somebody to do it. There's somebody that used to go around and say that my first will do everything. Who remember who that? We can't remember who that. There was a person going around one time saying that they were the first to do everything. How again? Can't remember who I know. But anyway, my people, I'm going to love you and leave you now. I'm going to go and get some rest. Because I don't know, I need you to tell me, say, if I go rest, so you can't want to keep me so whole night. See? So, I will see you in the morning. God spare life. See? So much love. Much respect. Big up all 236 persons who's here. Big up all 162 persons that gave me a thumbs up. Big up UN for calling. Big up Mama Monica. You know, we love the elder them, you know, we love when they come and tell we story them. See? So we're gonna have a segment where we want some of my elderly then call in and tell we some story where we wouldn't know. Cause we're young. You see me I say? We take place in a Jamaica in a dear time. We need to work out something like that and do it. See? So, we'll talk about it some more over the time. So, I'll soon in the morning. Big up everybody for coming. Anybody that I did not shout out, big up on yourself. Thank you very much for checking in on me. All of who check for me, that's why I feel better you know, because all of the love and support where I come from, you know, and I much appreciate it. See? Big up my wife as well. My wife is very supportive. Big up my mother-in-law, best mother-in-law I ever have. And big up all of my support system. See? Love you know. I'll soon know in the morning. I might be a little bit late, but I'll soon in the morning. See? Big up on yourself. Much love. Shower labor rights. I go over Facebook or war to people, you know.